Alright, welcome to the Iron Wood Strength Show. Today we're going to do a shake. It's a little bit heavier in nature. Again, I kind of curtail the shakes to what I'm doing in my workouts. So today we had a heavier session. Not necessarily super heavy, but had a lot of volume, upper body, kind of a little bit more bodybuilding in nature. We just had a lot of reps. So probably feeling that pretty good right now in our triceps, our arms, our shoulders. So I'm going to follow that up with a shake called Chocolate Peanut Butter Weight Gainer. And this is probably my favorite shake out of all the shakes that I make. And I have some very good tasting shakes, but this is probably my favorite one. It's probably the one I've been making for the longest amount of time. So this one starts out with 10 ounces of milk, which I've already got in the blender. Now I'm going to put in my powders. Chocolate protein powder, 1 scoop. And this shake does have, I've made it 2 different ways. The way that I used to make it was between 950 and 1,000 calories. So it's a pretty good, very caloric or calorie dense shake. So my chocolate protein in first. 10 ounces of milk, 1 scoop chocolate protein. Now I'm going to go to my peanut butter powder, and this is the change that I made. So I used to use actual peanut butter, which probably has more calories in it. So this shake, the way I'm making it now, probably isn't quite 950 to 1,000 because I'm using the powder instead of actual peanut butter. But put in 4 heaping tablespoons of this. 2, 3, 4. Now you can make it with the actual peanut butter. But if you do just the regular peanut butter, cut it down. Instead of 4 tablespoons, just use 2 tablespoons. It is plenty to get the flavor that you need out of it. So now we got our powders in, we got our milk, chocolate protein, peanut butter powder. We're going to go 6 ice cubes. 4, 5, 6. Banana. And the nice thing, these bananas are just starting to get a little bit on the old side, which I don't typically like, but when it comes to a shake, it gets blended in, you really don't even notice it. So 1 banana. Now I'm going to put in some blueberries. And I use frozen produce for a lot of my shakes. I used to use fresh, but it always ended up I had some that I was throwing away by the time it would go bad before I got to using it. So went to frozen. It lasts a lot longer. It actually makes the shake just a little bit thicker instead of being more liquidy with the fresh produce. So this is half a cup of blueberries. And people always cringe when I say I put blueberries in the shake. I don't know if I don't notice them or if it changes the taste, but regardless, this shake is still, as far as I'm concerned, my taste buds, still my favorite shake. Now strawberries, I get sliced strawberries because I have some that I need for measurement purposes. It makes it a little bit easier with to have either sliced or chopped strawberries. So I get sliced strawberries, but this one is supposed to have 4 whole large strawberries. So I kind of just grab some slices out. That looks like 1 strawberry. That looks like 2 strawberries. 3. I just eyeball it. What do I think a strawberry looks like? And I probably go a little bit on the heavy side. So 4 strawberries in there. And then, kind of just to add some flavor, honey. Let's push it out a little bit. And there's no specific measurement on this. I just put some honey in there. And then some chocolate syrup. And you can kind of gauge this as you do it. So kind of know how much you put in. And you can measure it if you really want to, but have an idea how much you put in. If you want a little bit more flavor, chocolate flavor, or a little bit more of the honey flavor, then add more next time. Or if it was too much, then next time do less. But this is, as far as adding some of these extras like the Hershey syrup, when you're trying to actively gain weight, you don't need to be as strict and make sure everything is super clean. You want the calories in your system, so it's not going to hurt to have a little bit extra sugar. You don't want to go overboard on those things, certainly, because too much can make you put on a lot of weight that you don't want. But in my case, over the last 7 months, I had tried to lose weight. I went from 231 down to 210 with the goal of being 215. So I was going to put a little bit back on, gave myself a little room to work. Consequently, in that time, work got a little hard, ended up losing more than I wanted. So now I'm trying to put some of that weight back on. So I ended up going down to about 206. Now I'm trying to put that weight back on at a time when I can actually do it. So this is everything that's in the shake. Let me get it blended up real quick. There you go. You can see as it's pouring out, it's a little bit thick. It's not super thick, but it is a little bit thick. Overall, probably about 2.5 glasses of these 16-ounce glasses, which I'm filling pretty full. So maybe a little bit more than that, but very calorie dense. A lot of protein in there. A lot of just total calories, some nutrients. Vitamins coming from the blueberries and the strawberries, so very good shake if you're trying to put some weight on. That is the chocolate peanut butter weight gainer. So until next time, always be in the pursuit of strength.